Imagine walking into a room filled with leaders who don't look like you, don't sound like you, and do not share your experiences. You can feel the pressure, the weight of expectations, the expectation to fit in, to match a version of leadership that doesn't reflect who you are. It's exhausting, isn't it? Constantly adjusting yourself to fit a mold that was never meant for you. But here's the truth. Fitting in is not your strength. Standing out is. And today we're going to talk about why trying to fit in is draining your energy and authenticity, and how you can break free. For many of us, especially immigrants and minority leaders, we have been taught that to succeed, we have to blend in, be professional in ways that strip away our cultural identity, speak and act in a way that conforms to the dominant leadership style. And sure, it works for a while, but eventually you start to feel the cost. Every time you suppress a part of yourself, whether it is your accent, your background, or your unique perspective, it takes energy. You become more focused on fitting in than on leading with confidence and vision. It's like wearing a mask that doesn't fit. And over time, that mask weighs you down. You're not just losing energy, you're losing yourself along the way. But here is the thing. Leadership is not about copying what's already out there. It's about bringing something new to the table, and that's you. Your experiences, your culture, your story, they are your superpowers. The mainstream leadership mold wasn't built for you because you were meant to create your own. When you lead from your authentic self, something amazing happens. You stop wasting energy on fitting in, and you start using that energy to create, to innovate, and to inspire. You bring a fresh perspective that the world actually needs. I strongly believe that the most powerful leaders are those who embrace their full selves without trying to fit into anyone else's mold. And I believe that cultural differences are leadership strengths, not weaknesses. So how do you break free from the exhausting cycle of trying to fit in? Let's break it down. The first step is that you need to own your identity. Leadership begins with knowing who you are and embracing your identity fully. Your cultural background, your story, your experiences, they all shape how you lead. To quote my good friend and mentor, Doc Conant, your life story is your leadership story. So own it. Do not hide that. Lean into it. When you show up authentically, you bring a level of confidence and clarity that's really hard to ignore. Step 2 is that you need to use your differences as a strength. Instead of seeing your differences as something to overcome, use them as a competitive edge. Your ability to navigate different cultural spaces, see problems from a new angle, or bring empathy and collaboration into leadership is a strength that others may not have. Use that to your advantage. The third step is that you need to challenge traditional norms. Leadership doesn't have to look like it always has. In fact, some of the most effective leaders are the ones who challenge the status quo. If the mold doesn't fit you, break it. Lead in a way that feels true to you, and do not be afraid to challenge the norms that don't align with your values. So the next time you feel the pressure to fit in, remember this. You were not made to blend in. You were made to stand out. Leadership isn't about conforming to someone else's expectations. It's about being courageous enough to lead as you are. At Rizzo Leadership, we're here to support you in that journey, to help you embrace your authentic self, turn your differences into strengths, and lead with confidence and cultural intelligence. Because leadership is not about fitting in. It's about standing out. And when you do, you create a spaces for others to do the same. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And remember, lead with authenticity, lead boldly, and break free from the pressure to fit in. The world needs your unique leadership. I'm Nagli Russo, and I cannot wait to see you next week. Take care.